Love staying informed? Subscribe now and get unlimited access to local news, weather, and sports for just 99 cents a month for your first 3 months at duluthnewstribune.news/join. Read every story, listen to every podcast, and download the apps that keep you informed on the go 24 hours a day. So head to duluthnewstribune.news/join right now to subscribe. What are you waiting for? You'll get 3 months of local news for just 99 cents a month at duluthnewstribune.news/join. Hello Northlanders, it's Wednesday, February 15th. I'm Wyatt Buckner with your Duluth News Tribune Minute, presented by Minnesota Power Employees Credit Union.
The average MPECU member saves over $785 a year in better rates and lower fees. And with MPECU, every ATM is your ATM. With their free checking program, you get ATM fee reimbursements at any ATM anywhere in the U.S. Check out Minnesota Power Employees Credit Union services online at mpecu.com or visit their offices in downtown Duluth, Arrowhead Road, or Miller Trunk Highway.
Now here's a look at today's headlines. After a lengthy discussion and a failed effort to table a resolution that would provide $165,000 in spending to beef up security and restrict access at a downtown parking ramp, city councilors unified in their support for the investment Monday night. While at-large councilor Azreen Owl ultimately joined her peers in a unanimous vote authorizing the expenditure for the Tech Village ramp, she described feeling deeply conflicted about the decision.
I am concerned that having these things go on, that's going to push individuals who are in such crisis in their life into another ramp. So that's what I'm nervous about, having that Band-Aid being pushed over. And then at the same time, recognizing that the behaviors that we're talking about sometimes may be associated with individuals experiencing homelessness. And it is not their fault. Addiction is not their fault. It's a medical condition that the community needs to provide resources for. So that's why I'm feeling a little uncomfortable with this, because it came out of the blue. We're talking about housing all of a sudden. So recognizing we're talking about individuals experiencing homelessness. And are we just pushing them to another ramp? Are we just pushing them to find shelter somewhere else where there might not be shelter somewhere else? At the same time, I recognize why this is important.
However, 3rd District Councilor Roz Randorf noted that the city is taking action to address the problem of homelessness in other, more productive ways than maintaining free access to parking ramps for unintended purposes. She pointed to the city's recent dedication of $19.2 million in federal pandemic relief to foster the development of more affordable housing, and its decision to spend another $1.8 million for crisis intervention outreach to help people struggling with homelessness, mental health issues, and substance abuse. Council President Janet Kennedy said a new security camera system could prove useful in multiple ways besides discouraging misbehavior.
Right? It's a way to identify people who maybe were there to get the help that they need. Right now, we don't really know who they are. We don't know what their needs are. With the cameras and the other systems, we're able to actually get an idea of who's been going there. For me, it's sort of it's a little bit of a catch. Like, I see you, right? I know you're here now. I know what I maybe need to offer you, where before it's not as clear. You know, we can't really see what they need. Right now, it's other people saying they're here and other people saying they're there. This camera will tell us who's there, will give us an ability to help these folks.
In addition to cameras, the ramp would be equipped with quick closed doors to allow vehicles to exit and enter the structure, with minimal opportunity for a passerby to use that opportunity to gain entrance. Meanwhile, pedestrian access would be restricted by requiring users to scan a parking ticket to unlock exterior doors. A Cotton man has been charged with impersonating an officer after authorities said they received at least 3 reports of a man stopping fellow motorists in a vehicle resembling a squad car. Michael Wayne Hillier, 62, was arraigned Friday in State District Court on gross misdemeanor and misdemeanor counts for allegedly using prohibited lights and acting with intent to mislead others into believing he was a law enforcement officer. According to a criminal complaint, one reporting party told the St. Louis County Sheriff's Office that she was on her way home from work on the evening of February 8th when a man attempted to pull her over in an older Ford Crown Victoria. She said the car was coming at her with red and white bar lights activated. The car also had a spotlight on the driver's side mirror. The The woman said she stopped and the other driver got out of the Crown Victoria. She said he, quote, held something up in the air like it was a badge, end quote, but the woman did not roll her window down because she, quote, knew this person was not legit, end quote. The woman reported that she opened her window slightly and he identified himself as Colonel Hillner. The woman then left and went home, speaking with family members who said the same man had been trying to stop other people in the area. A deputy found a vehicle matching the description nearby on Mink Road, executed a traffic stop, and placed Hillier in custody without incident. The 2009 Crown Victoria had a mirror spotlight, antennas on the roof, and aftermarket lights in the rear window. The sheriff's office had received at least 2 other reports of a matching suspect and vehicle attempting to stop motorists. Hillier does not have any apparent criminal history in Minnesota or Wisconsin. He was released from custody with pre-trial supervision after making his initial court appearance. Now for an update in Bulldogs hockey, here's sports reporter Matt Wellens.
The UMD men were off last week, but the women were home at AMSOIL Arena against St. Cloud State. The Bulldogs took 5 out of 6 points in the series via a 1-1 overtime tie and shootout win on Friday, and a 2-0 win on Saturday. Former Bulldogs goalie JoJo Chobek made 43 saves for the Huskies on Friday in the tie, while fifth-year senior Emma Soderberg picked up her 9th shutout of the season and 20th of her career on Saturday. Soderberg was named the WCHA Goaltender of the Week for the 4th time this season. She's now UMD's co-leader in career shutouts, and she is 1 shutout away from tying UMD's single-season record for shutouts. Both those records are held by Kayla Black, who had 10 shutouts as a junior in 2014-15 and 20 total in her career. The UMD women close out the regular season on the road this week at Bemidji State at 3 p.m. Friday and 2 p.m. Saturday in Bemidji. The Bulldogs are locked into 4th place in the WCHA and will host either the Huskies or Minnesota State in a best-of-3 WCHA quarterfinal series, March 24th through the 26th at AMSOIL Arena. AMSOIL is also the host of the 2023 NCAA Women's Frozen Four, March 17th through the 19th. As of Tuesday morning, the Bulldogs are number 8 in the pairwise rankings. Check out duluthnewstribune.com and therinklive.com on Friday morning for my weekly bracketology, and you can find out where the Bulldogs stand heading into the final week of the regular season. The UMD men, they're back in action this weekend with 2 games at Denver scheduled for 8 p.m. Friday and 7 p.m. Saturday in Denver. Despite being off last week, UMD was able to retain 5th place in the league, though Colorado College is now tied with them for 5th. North Dakota is still 2 points back in 7th place. Denver sits atop the NCHC right now with 41 points, and there is a 3-way tie for 2nd between Omaha, Western Michigan, and St. Cloud State. They all have 33 points, and they sit 10 points ahead of UMD and CC. So still a big gap between the top half of the league and the bottom in that race for home ice in the NCHC quarterfinals. For more Bulldog hockey coverage, visit duluth.com/Bulldog Insider. Also check out this week's episode of Bulldog Insider with UMD women's seniors Emma Soderberg and Ashton Bell. That podcast drops on Thursday. Wyatt, back to you.
Thanks, Matt. Now here's a look at your forecast, brought to you by the News Tribune's 20 Under 40 Awards.
Good morning. A messy day in the Duluth Harbor area today. Light snow with strong northwest winds and falling temperatures will likely drop down into the low to mid-teens by later this afternoon. Winds out of the northwest at 15 to 25 with some occasional gusts as high as 40 to 50 miles an hour. For tonight, partly cloudy and cold with temperatures dropping to around 0. Northwest winds slowly diminishing. And then for Thursday, mostly sunny with temperatures only in the teens. North winds around 10 to 15. The weather will be a little warmer on Friday, but the wind will come up a bit as well. I'm Storm Tracker meteorologist John Wheeler.
Thank you to the 20 Under 40 Awards for their support. Now is your chance to nominate someone younger than 40 who's making a positive impact in our Northland. Nominations are open through February 28th. Submit yours at duluthnewstribune.com/20under40. Reporting for today's episode was done by Peter Passy and Tom Olson. Thank you for listening to Duluth News Tribune Minute. Have a great day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.